Hello, dear viewers. Good to see you on this edition of Football Planet on Africanews. Coming up, we'll look back at the failed second leg of the African Champions League. The Esperance of Tunis wins the league after Wydad Casablanca refused to continue the game over VAR. 4 Africans saw in Europe: Cameroonian Joël Matip, Egyptian Mohamed Salah, Guinean Naby Keita and Senegal Sadio Mané won the UEFA Champions League with the Reds against Tottenham on Saturday. They were welcomed as heroes in Liverpool on Sunday. And in less than 3 weeks of the CAN, the various teams are preparing to win the title. Algeria's Fennecs coach Joël reveals his ambition for this tourney. Welcome to Football Planet. The finals of shame, a parody and a scandal. These were some of the harsh words that accompanied the final return of the African Champions League on Friday between Esperance of Tunis and Wydad Casablanca. A story of an unfairly denied goal, a video that failed to work, and a team that refused to continue the game. It was among this bizarre situation that Tunisia was declared the winner. Some highlights with Bridget Ugwe and Frida Mbala Mlangwa.
They sang until the end of the night. For the 4th time in history, their club won the African Champions League. Moments of intense joy for these supporters of Tunis Esperance as they took to the streets of Tunis on Friday evening after the victory over Wydad Casablanca. And without a care that this cup is won in a controversy that is most revolting to the losers. A goal unfairly denied to the Wydad's distress the second leg of the final, which was well on its way to being sensational. On the 61st minute, El Kati thought he was equalizing with a powerful header. However, the goal was cancelled by Gambian referee Bakary Gassama for a non-existent offside position. Ironically, a video-assisted referee that was supposed to fix the injustice was unavailable, sealing the win for the Tunisians, and as Belali scored just before the break. Already victims of the video on the first leg, the Moroccans shouted at the scandal and then refused to resume the game. Legitimate action for some in view of the events of the day, but unjustified according to others. Nevertheless, Esperance has been declared the winners for the 2nd time in a row, unless CAF decides otherwise.
And this is one possibility among many others, since CAF has previously convened an emergency executive committee on Tuesday to discuss the regulatory issues to be reserved for this final. For its part, Wydad, with the support of Moroccan Football Federation, plans to refer the matter to the Court of Arbitration for Sports and FIFA. The return of heroes celebrated in the streets of Liverpool. The day after their Champions League triumph, the Reds were honoured. An exceptional end of the season and, above all, sublime moments for 4 Africans. Cameroonian Joël Matip, Guinean Naby Keita, Senegalese Sadio Mané and Egyptian Mohamed Salah. The Pharaoh also scored from a penalty spot caused by the Lion of Teranga to offer the Reds their 6th long-end cap. Here's Cedric Sehusolo and Oracle 10's reports.
They had another appointment with history. This time, they didn't miss it. They had forgotten the tears and disappointment of losing to Real Madrid in Kiev. On Saturday, Liverpool fans were full of joy in the starry sky of Madrid. An evening of madness that lasted until Sunday and will be hard to forget by the Red players, who were welcomed as heroes by thousands of fans after their 6th Champions League title after defeating Tottenham. Magical moments that the players are still coming to terms with.
It's big, you cannot really describe it, to be honest. I have each emotion already. I was, apart from being angry, I was overly happy. I cried as well a little bit because it's so overwhelming what the people are doing. When you have a direct eye contact and you see how much it means to them, that's touching, to be honest.
Yesterday when the whistle went and tears of joy, and went so many things through my mind. And I'm just very proud of myself, proud of the team, proud of these boys, and it's just amazing.
A pride shared by millions of Africans. This is because Liverpool's coronation is also that of Africa. Mohamed, Salah, Sadio, Mané and Joël Matip were key players. The first two were involved in opening the scoring, with an Egyptian scoring from the penalty spot, courtesy of a Senegalese. Simply romantic.
Yes, a fabulous story following a historic finale after a crazy Madrid night. Here are some reactions.
Honestly, it's been incredible. We are really happy. It's not been easy. It has been a long way. We have never given up. We kept going on believing, and at the end we've been rewarded. In the locker room, you can hear my voice. That was hot. There was no more space. There was alcohol everywhere, a lot of people, loud music. It is incredible. Playing in a club as Liverpool, you know, they're going to be important games in a season. But we have a lot of talent. Since the beginning of the season, I knew we were going to have a special season. And in the end, we did it. Again, Manchester City in the Premier League. We were a bit down, but we put it behind us. And today we have won the Champions League, which is huge for us.
Overall, I think we dominate the game. We create few chances, but they were more aggressive, clinical in front of the goal. And us, we create some chances, but we didn't score. When that happens, it's so painful. It's so painful, but in the same time, we need to be calm in the way that we are going to talk or analyze the things, because I think we need to feel proud. The season was fantastic to finish on the top four and play the finals for the first time in the history of the club.
Sadio Mané is in the team of the season, unveiled by UEFA on Sunday. The Senegalese can now look forward to the African Cup of Nations, which begins in a little over 2 weeks. Most participating teams unveil their first lists. This is the case of Jamal Belmadi of Algeria, who has no limits in this tournament. For him, it's the title or nothing.
Nobody is allowed to stop us from dreaming in this life, and I don't stop myself either. It's the same speech that keeps repeating every time Algeria participates in an African Cup. All they say is we will go there and do our best. We will play match after match, and we will give a good image of the national team. Have we ever won an African Cup with this type of speech? So now you're putting pressure on the players. There was no pressure back then. That's why we never got past the first round. There's no pressure. They are all players of high level. We will transform it into positive pressure. I have, and we all have the ambition to go and win this Africa Cup.
At least a clear merit. But the mission is not as easy as the Algerians' coach ambition will suggest, especially since the Fennecs, who play in the group of Senegal, considered as one of the favourites of this CAN. However, the Teranga Lions coach Aliou Cisse refused this.
We could say that Senegal is the favourite if we manage to return to the World Cup and be in the quarter-finals as the 2002 generation was. Today, this isn't the case. I think we are real challengers. We are optimistic. We want to go there and win the cup, but that doesn't make Senegal a favourite. The strength of the team, the experience we have generated, and then the winning spirit we are putting into the national team will really be very important assets to win the Africa Cup.
Let me remind you that Senegal is in Group C along with Kenya, Tanzania and Algeria. The kickoff of this CAN is scheduled for June the 21st and the final on the 19th of July. Let's talk about the Under-20 World Cup that continues in Poland. Africa will be represented in the quarterfinals by Senegal. The Teranga Lions beat Nigeria in a 100% African round of 16 on Monday. They'll face the winner of the Japan-South Korea match to be played on Tuesday. They will be emulated by the Malian Eaglets, who will play Argentina on Tuesday in a game that promises to be very difficult for the reigning African champions.
And
then note that the Women's World Cup begins this Friday. 3 countries, South Africa, Cameroon and defending African champions Nigeria, will represent the continent at this event. Teams arrived in France full of confidence and ambition. We brought you reactions of the different teams on our channel during the leg of their preparation. Now, here's their program for this World Cup. And that's how we end this program, which you can find on our website at Africanews.com. But let's continue the discussion on football at the addresses displayed on your screen. I wish you an excellent week and look forward to seeing you next Monday. Thank you for your loyalty. Goodbye.